Hello everyone, it's Amy. I'm so glad to be with you guys tonight. I have some fun cards to share that I created and I want to share those with you guys tonight. And hopefully you'll get some ideas of some fun things that you might want to try as well. So here we go. So the stamp set that I wanted to share with you and feature tonight is called The Cutest Halloween, and it's pictured here on page 51 of our mini catalog for the holidays. And this is good from July through December 2021, and then we'll be closing this catalog out. Okay, so some of the products that I'm gonna share with you tonight are featured on this page, like the ribbon and these embellishments that are the stars in 3 different colors, and the fun designer series paper that goes along with it. And then down at the bottom under the picture of the designer series paper, they always mention what colors go along with this: Flirty Flamingo, Pumpkin Pie, Old Olive, Highland Heather, and Basic Black. So those are just a few of the colors that go along with the designer series paper that they feature in this catalog. Okay, so I'm going to share with you guys the 2 cards that I created tonight, and one of them I shared earlier on Facebook, which is this one here. It says, "Hey Boo," and this design is called a barn door, and it opens up and you can write your message here, and your sentiment is featured on this full page of the card. So it's really fun. So I thought it was kind of cute how it says, "Hey Boo," and then "Trick or Treat." So we have that card, and then this is the other card that I created. It was kind of like pre-designed in the catalog, but I changed it up a tiny little bit, and I'll explain that as we go along. But this is the other one. So we're gonna make these 2 cards together, and hopefully you'll get some good ideas. Okay, so let's get started. Here's our first one, and for this one, the first thing is that I'm gonna adhere my designer series paper to the base of the card. So I'm just gonna use some glue for that. Also, the base of the card is our basic black cardstock, just to let you know. So how's everyone doing tonight? Be sure to drop your name into the chat and tell me what you've been working on or anything fun you've had going on today. Okay, so there's our background, and these little ghosts are just so cute. And then I'm going to add this piece of white to make an area where you could write messages if you wanted to include with your card. So we're going to put that on next. Okay, there's that part. And then on the front, we are going to post the paper that shows Boo all over it. we'll put that here. Oh, also, I don't have the measurements written up for this, for either one of these cards, but I'll definitely write them up and post them on my blog. Okay, so the next step is fixing up our, stamping and fixing up our sentiment banners. So there's two different ones. One is going to say, "Hey Boo," and the other one is going to say, "Trick or treat." Okay, so first, let's get our stamp set. So here's our stamp set, the cutest Halloween. And then one of the things that I do when I get my stamp sets is I mark the outside of them with washi tape, so I know that there's a punch that goes with them. And this one has the character punch that goes with it. And I keep what that looks like inside the stamp set. And then, so here is our punch. So I'm going to punch out the ghost from the designer series paper. Sometimes the designer series paper has coordinating images that go with the stamp set. And in this case, this one does. So I'm just punching the ghost out of this one. So there's our little ghosty. And he's going to go on the front with the saying that says, "Hey Boo." So I'm mounting that on my stamping block. And I'm going to stamp that here. And I'm just using the basic black. Oh, let's change it up a little. I'll use the Highland Heather with it. Okay. Oh my. Oh my gosh. I have too much stuff around me, you guys. Okay, here's the Highland Heather. So it's like a, kind of like a purple, a light purple color, I would say. Okay, so I'm going to stamp that here. I'm going to stamp off first and make sure it's okay. Alright, yep, looking good. Okay, so here goes that. Alright. And these stamps are clear, so you can see through and where you're going with it, which is one of the reasons why I like clear stamps versus the red rubber stamps. Okay, and the inside sentiment says "Trick or treat." So I'm gonna get that one. And when I was making the banner on the inside, I thought of like the ghost saying "trick or treat." Okay, so here's our ghost. I'll wipe it off because it had black on it before I used it the last time. I just want to make sure it's clean. Okay. So I'm going to stamp my ghost right here. And I'm gonna give it some eyes. Here come the eyes and the arms. And then the last step is to make the trick-or-treat bag. And the trick-or-treat bag is from an old stamp set that I got on eBay. Yeah. And it has this cute little candy bag with it. So that's where I came up with the little trick-or-treat bag. But you could make your own or draw one, or I'm sure you could come up with a way to make your little treat bag if you wanted to. It doesn't have to be this one. Okay. So I'm cleaning off the ghost. And I don't know, these little guys are so cute. Okay. So I'm gonna get this stuck down here. That has way too much ink on it. Okay, let's try that again. It's not sticking anymore. It's like the adhesive that sticks to the stamp block is like it's dried out, like, wow, maybe I'm not gonna use this. Okay, let's see, I'll find something else to put there. Alright, let's move on. That is, wow, that is not working at all. Okay. Alright, so next we are going to mount the pieces for the sentiment banners on the outside and the inside of the card. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue here on this one. And I'm going to stick it here in the center on the front piece. Oh, I see, I smudged the ink there. Alright, so there's that part. And then when I did this part, I made sure it was hidden. So I'm just going to add some glue to this one now. And then I'm gonna close the card. I just want to make sure it's centered a little bit. Yep, like that. And then the good part about using liquid glue is you have a couple of minutes before it sets. So you can still wiggle things around a little bit if you need to. Okay, so it's hidden. And I'm gonna add this to the front. I'm gonna use some dimensionals for that. So these are our bigger dimensionals. So I'm gonna put, I'm just gonna put one, and I'm gonna stick our ghosty there. So there's our card. And then I have one step left to do, which is to add the ribbon. Or you could leave it without the ribbon, whichever one you like. So I just added this ribbon to it. So have you guys decorated for Halloween yet? We decorated this past weekend, so we're all set to go. And it's so festive outside. It's really fun. So we decorated the front and the side, and then we decorated a little bit inside. More outside than inside, I would say. Okay, so I'm just gonna tie my ribbon here. Oh, this bow is backwards again. Man, me and bows lately haven't been doing well. Alright, here we go. Let's try one more time with our bow. Okay. Oh my gosh, really? Well, my goodness. Oh, okay, we'll try one more time. Alright. Like I need to go to bow tying school or something. Alright. Let's try this one more time. Hopefully, this ribbon is not slippery or anything. It's just really, it's just wiggling around on me. Okay, here we go. Alright, there's our bow. I'm gonna pull it a little bit smaller. Okay. So now I just need to get my bow trimming, my ribbon scissors. I'm gonna trim the end off. Okay, so there's our ribbon on our card, like that. Okay, and I think what I'm gonna do is for this one, I am going to add we have in color gems, and the purple ones are really sparkly, and I think they'll look good with this card, so I'm going to use that. So these are what they look like. And okay, so a little tip that I learned from watching different demonstrators. I think it was Rachel, my upline Rachel, who gave this tip to trim off the plastic edge on the side. And then you can just slide them in and out like that from your package. Because I keep them in the package so they don't move around and get like pulled off of the plastic edging. Okay, so I'm gonna put a big one here, and then I think I'm gonna put 2 little ones here. Like so. Okay. Maybe one more little one. Put one here. Alright. So, there's that. Move this. Put this one here. Okay. So, there we go. There's our card number 1. Hope you guys like it. Alright. So, if you comment on the video that you shared this card with someone else this week, your name goes into the drawing to win one of these cards. So, make sure you share it and comment that you shared it. Alright. Our next card that we have is this card here. Isn't it cute? Okay, so this card, what is really cute and adorable about this card, I think, is all of the little faces of the characters. And I'm going to show you how I used the punch to punch out the different characters that are featured on the front. So, here we go with that. So we're starting with a base card that is going to be 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. And then I found this, this came from the Peaceful Place Designer Series paper that we feature in our mini catalog as well. And you can see on the back that it's winter snowflakes. So I just pulled this out to use it with our card that we're doing tonight. So we're putting that on first. And then we're going to add a piece of basic white to the front of our card. No, this one goes inside. Sorry about that. This one goes on the inside. Okay. I'm just going to put this one on the inside real quick. Okay, and then on the front, it's another piece of white. It's going to be a little bit smaller than this piece, and this piece is 4 by 5 1/4. So our piece of white that we're going to put in is going to be, I think for this one, I cut this one down to be 3 3/4, I think, by 5. So I had to get a piece of white. I don't know what happened to my white. disappeared on me. Is it here? Yes, here it is. Okay, you just have to trim it. Okay, so I'm gonna cut it down to 3 3/4. And I'm going to cut it down to 5. Okay. So now we have that. Oh, I need to cut it down. I think I'm going to cut it down another 1/2 inch in width. Okay. So let's see how that looks. Yep, that looks better. And then I'm going to take off another 1/2 inch on the bottom. Okay. So now it's a little bit smaller. Okay. So the next step is we have to stamp. And when I made the front, I stamped the little skeleton heads first. Okay, so let's get him ready. So I'm putting a little bit of scrap off the edge because I want to make it go off the paper. So for this part, I'm just using the Memento black ink. And then I'm going this way with the little skeleton head. So I'm going to start there. And then I did another one next to that one. Going this way. And then right here, the little cat head is going to go. And then I did another skeleton head here. And then I did one more going this way at the bottom. And then one is going to go off the page again. Okay. Now, the next step is the little skeleton eyeballs. So for the one at the top, it is the crazy eyes, just like at the bottom. So I'm going to do the bottom one first. And then I'll do this one up here. And then there's one more here in the middle. Okay. And then the other one is the scarecrow looking eyes. I think like that. Scarecrow looking face, I think. Okay. And then in the middle is the sentiment banner. Have a fabulous Halloween. Okay, so I'm going to push that up a little bit. Hopefully that is straight. And then the little pink banner that goes with this, which is over here somewhere. I'll just cut another one because I can't find it. It's like, I cut it to be 1.25 inches. So we're gonna just stamp the word Faboolous. So there's different ways you can do this. I'm definitely gonna mask off the have a, so I don't want it to, I don't want those words to get on the pink. Okay. So there's that. Like, my camera is probably like, what is going on? Alright. So I'm going to move my ink so I don't get it on anything. And I'm going to use a dimensional. I think I'm going to use 2 dimensionals on the back of this. And then I'm going to adhere it to the card. Okay. Alright. So there's that. Okay. Then the next thing is we have to punch out our little ghost. And here's our punch. So I'm going to punch out the ghost first. So I'm just going to line the image up in the punch. So I can see it has a slight little border on it. And there's the ghost. And then this one is the pumpkin. And I need to use a post-it note so I can get inside the punch with this. Okay. So here's our pumpkin. And then last is the little cat. And the cat is upside down. So again, my paper is not long enough, so I'm using a post-it note to help me reach down far enough into the punch to get that image lined up. Okay, so there's the cat. Okay, so now I just need my dimensionals again to add to the back of these punched out pieces. and then I'll stick them on the card. So the pumpkin went here. And then the cat went up in the corner. And then the ghost went right here next to this little skull. And then the last step is to add these self-adhesive embellishments, stars to the card. So we put a large orange, a small orange, another small orange here, and a large orange here. And then we did black. Small black here, a large black here, and another small one down here. Okay, so there's that part of the card. And that is going to go on the front. So I'm going to use some liquid glue again to attach this. Okay, so there's that one. And then on the inside, I stamped the little ghost. And it says, treat yourself. So I'm gonna get my black open again. And I'm gonna get my little ghosty from the stamp set. There's the little ghost. Okay, so I'm gonna ink that up and stamp that here. And then I have to find his little hands and eyes. Like so. And now this card is done too. Okay, so there you have it. So remember to share this video, and if you share, add your name in the comments to let me know that you shared, and I'll enter your name into the drawing to win one of the 2 cards that I made with you tonight. So I hope you guys have a great night, and I look forward to hearing from you. And if you have any questions about any Stampin' Up! Products, or if you want to have a class at your house or host it somewhere else, or if you want to host a party, let me know, and I'm happy to help get things figured out for you. And I hope you guys have a great night. Thanks for watching. Bye, everyone.